Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Comments, great comments today on Gray Attitude. I want to say there was a great attitude on the video from yesterday. Beautiful. That's what we want to see is whatever the things are, the way they are, you to stay strong. You to see underneath the current. You to go and look at it. Not what it's on the surface, okay? But it going down deep within the energies to see the purpose, okay? Uh, it's like a job, when you do the job, what is the purpose? What do you do? What are the situations? What are the essential things are? So we're gonna have some new moon that it's gonna be in Pisces. It's very divine moment. She's gonna be at 9 degrees 41 minutes at Pisces, but I'm taking the 10 degree of the Sabian symbols to describe this because that's what I see, that's what I feel. I use my intuitions in these positions in there, since the gravity is going to be more related into the 10 degree. In order with to fix and to understanding these processes, I'm going to be reading you a little bit the descriptions of those degrees of what we're going to be facing. But before do that, you need to understand that it's something that's happened, okay? There is something that's happened on 180 degrees. So if it's the new moon, it's happening on 180 degrees. What is it, the purpose of that ignition of 180 degrees that it's going to happen? Then when the full moon, that it's going to be happening at 24 degrees in there, what is that? It has to do with the 24 degrees of Pisces. So I'm going to be giving you the information. So we're going to go through the chart in there. I want to say, guys, thank you for everything again. And this is going to be a lot of divine lessons. This is going to be a lot of divine work. We are going to have this day of 28th of February. This is going to be some a little bit tough situations. I may have to do some very special report because the moon is going to be kind of like a zoom in through a lot of the planets. It's going to be a lot of shifts. There's going to be a lot of things. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, I'm going to point you some of this there. But look at the report for the 28th. Okay, it's going to be a very healthy, but all this is going to be activating a lot of divine, a lot of psychic energies. And I want to tell you why in there, because you want the informations in there. So what is going to happen is that at Pisces, okay, at the 10 degrees, that we are going to have the new moon. That is going to be the energy of an aviator push it through the journey, flying to the ground, obscuring clouds. Okay, so you're going to be navigating to this journey, but who is the man? Who is the aviator? Who is the warrior? All right, we talk about the Mars. And here is about the keynote in there that it's explaining it's a man's ability to develop powers and skills which, by transcending natural limitations, allow him to operate in a mental, spiritual realm. There you go. You're operating on a mental and a spiritual realm. This is about the dedication to the community of man, self-assertions and ambition to reach a social goal. This is about to evoke the achievements of mastery. But what kind of mastery? The self-mastery. You're going to be triggering that self-mastery. But the thing is that the intuition and the authority, which is the moon and the sun, represents in there. That's like the mother, father, feminine, the primary feminine, masculine energies in there. They are not going to have a positive aspect. They're going to be only squaring Jupiter. You're going to be finding a lot of the things that you did not know, a lot of the things that you not grow, a lot of the things that it's not been processed on this mental spiritual level. Okay, so be calm down within yourself. it is about the very great things to happen. Okay, just because of that ignition energy is going to show up how in a way spiritual or mental or psychological immaturity that is within you, don't get disappointed, because this is going to be triggering the energies that it's going to be out in there. And we are going to be looking at for that energy, because the gravity, the center of the gravity at that pretty much 10 degree of Pisces, we are going to be looking at what is in across the pond. What is in across on the other side of 180 degrees of the zodiac sign, to figure it out. What is the missions that it's there? And the mission is going to be quite a bit divine in that purpose. We are going to be looking at the Virgo 10 degrees. Okay, so the Virgo 10 degrees, that is the two heads looking out and beyond the shadow. That we talk about these dualities within the Virgo, beyond the shadow. You're going to be amazed how this energy basically is tied up to the daily reports. It's very beautiful, and I like it when it's that, because I'm listening my spirit, my intuition, my guts, my everything about, so we can put it back, that information's up here. All right, so the keynote, the growth of true understanding born out of transcendence of duality, even while immersed in the world of duality. Boom. We talked about this duality in there. The mind operates, here is the directions. Here is the directions of that new moon. Okay. So the mind operates inevitably in this world of conflicts, opposition, and duality. Yet, when the opposite realize they are completely aspect of a one reality, here and now, which sustains and encompasses all dualistic modes of existence, they are able then to look away from eternal conflicts beyond of the shadow this conflict generates. They may come to realize one consciousness force, not in itself, for this is not impossible, at least an unexplainable experience, but as a creative unity, the new God, the new God, Ishvara, source of new cycle of manifestation. This is going to be talking about the self-transcending of your mind. So as you see it, there's going to be a lot of mind work. There's going to be a lot of great energy within these guys. And with this, we are going to be going on to see it, because I'm going to be taking you through the journey within the graphs, and we are going to be talking about what is going to happen in those 14 days. So stay here. And we are going out with that the beginning, as you guys seeing it, this energy, particularly actually the new moon is going to be occurring at 45 minutes after midnight on the 27th, which is that's going to be 28 in the early morning, the 45 minutes in there. So with that energy, as we're seeing it up here, there's going to be this beautiful trine with Mars, as Mars is going direct in there. But there's going to be this square with Jupiter. And we know that this is about the growth. In a sense, the growth is there. We have to look at the areas and concern that we need to grow. While the last new moon that was at Aquarius, we were about to figure out how much do we know. And if we don't know something, what do we need to do? So before you growing into the material world, you need to grow where? Up here. Your mental, your psyche, your spirit, your soul. That's what you need to grow first. Before that can set within you your belief system. And then from your belief system, you're operating. Okay? So with this kind of like of energy, we're going to be setting out with that. Powerful. There's going to be some powerful energies that it's going to be coming in with the truth. We're seeing it that true Lilith, that it's at Libra, and with that energies that it's in the Libra, it is about that unifications. Okay, you put these dualities, and through the dualities you find balance. That is the higher octane of what? Of Virgo. Okay, so you're gonna be seeing it later on, and we're gonna be going because in the next day, the moon is gonna be passing through Saturn. She's gonna be meeting Mercury in there. That energy is gonna be really interesting because this is gonna be the moments when the intuition is gonna have the aha moments. This is gonna be like, okay, I got it. I see what there is. But before that, she's gonna be meeting what? The priest, Saturn, the thorn, okay? The one who actually teaching the gods. Okay, so looking at the as a that energy interpretations, it's going to be very powerful because it's going to be sextiling with Uranus. It's going to be a lot of divine energies meeting because during the day, the moon is basically going to be zip it up pretty quick because she's set to go where? She's going to be set to go into Aries. It's like I gotta see within this new beginning. So the intuition is your compass of the soul. Okay, your spiritual intuition, not the intuition in the material world, because in the material world you're learning how to go around, how to achieve everything so you can get stuff. Okay, we're talking about you to get stuff for you, within you, about you. And with those intense moments, we're going to be seeing it how and what is going to be. All right, as I said, in the next day, the moon, it's going to be meeting Venus. That is going to be the moment of that Venus is going to be already retrograde in there. She's going to be telling her, hey, you need to go back into Pisces. You are missing informations. She's going to be learning, the moon is going to be learning this information from Saturn and through the Mercury with Neptune that it's coming. She's going to be telling it like, you need to go back. There is something is not right up here. There is something is not okay the way it is. It's you did not process something. There is something was not okay. So with this energy, she's going to be sextiling Jupiter. Is like, oh my God, that's what it needs to grow. Okay, the power of the love, understanding about money. Here is going to come this energies of Aries. Okay, while the Aries gives this, let me tell you, Aries possessing enormous love, but that is it, enormous love about the physical existence and in the world and so on. But what happening is that love has to go back into the spiritual realm to understand that it's also the love is in the spirit. And this is one of the lesson of this newborn child in there that needs to have, okay, needs to have that spiritual love. And if that spiritual love was not developed within you, you need to go and develop it. If you are not prepared to spiritual love your kids, you need to go and learn it. If you are preparing to be a wife, you are going to learn that spiritual love to become that spiritual mother, because that's what it's going to be. Okay, you're going to see it that the end of that full moon is going to be about that. Okay, spilling the guts a little bit, but you guys stay until the end. Okay. All right. The moon is gonna be with Chiron, shifting those energies in there. It's about unhealed wounds. What is not in there, particularly with Mars, is gonna put some pressures on Mars. But the energies that is gonna be coming from Virgo to Virgo in there, particularly at that, is gonna be some powerful moments. Yes, there's going to be some pressure within Gemini, within Sag and Virgo situations. Yes, there will be, because there is a lot going on there. Okay, there is a lot going on in Pisces, and that's why the energies they are focused with what within the divine. Go ahead and read pretty much everything from the 12th, from the 10th degree to almost to the first 10 degrees of areas of the Sabian symbol. You're going to learn a lot of things. You're going to understand. But at the same time, it applies to you to look at the opposite sides, the opposite force that you don't see, what is going on across. Okay? That is it, the power of the gravity. Because every force that exists out there, there is an anti-force. Okay? And that's how the gravity works. Go in and out, going in and out, in and out. It is the same thing within you. That is applies within yourself. All right, the moon is going to be going in the next day. That's going to be the 4th of March. It's going to be going to a Taurus. That is going to be the first sextile with the sun. This is basically kind of like a report. It's like, how are you doing? How is that going on? Yeah, I'm going. I'm working. It's a lot of process. The sun is going to be beginning more close to Saturn, which is you're going to start feeling like, okay, I'm ready to learn. But that energy is going to become very good over with Mars, since only like 4 degrees it separates them from that beautiful trine, to be exact. But with those energies in there, the moon is going to find out. It's not about a material world. It is about you to have that transformations for new manifestations, that it's use spirituality in the proper way to be the divine way on the earth. So with these energies of squaring Pluto, we are going to be finding this resistance in there. Okay, so if certain things doesn't go your way, it is about you to learn into the spirit. Who has to learn in the spirit? The I part. What is the I part? Your ego. What is it, that other I? It's self. Okay, go ahead and look at Sigmund Freud about the ego, and you will understand that what does that mean in there. So your I, your self part right now is going to be looking at into those spiritual realms. All right, in the next day, I believe, no, push the hour, I'm sorry, there you go. In the next day, we're going to have the moon going out with Uranus. Powerful energies. It's going to be with Saturn. Powerful energies with Mars. Things is going to be feel like, okay, I finally got the picture. You finally got the understanding of this cosmic energies from Uranus, you know, this universe things. It's coming to the earth. And now your intuitions gets what? The message. And right now she understands the teachings of Saturn. That is going to be this beautiful sextile with Saturn and this beautiful sextiles with Mars. Things is going to be start moving in the proper directions as long as you walk with the divine. Because divine is telling you, the one who walks with the God is always reaching its destination. Okay? You're going to find out what are we talking about by the end of the report. All right, in the next day, that's going to be the 6th of March. The moon is going to be with Jupiter. Now you're understanding the power, the growth, the communications, that it's going to be very powerful, very great. You're in synchronizations with Pluto, the transformations that it's kind of comes in. A lot of learning that how you're going to be doing this friendliness communications in the new way. The new process that is going to be happening with you. A lot of awakening within the humanity for the collective energies. This is going to be some powerful truths. It's coming out. Okay, so be ready for hearing things, getting things, improving these things here. But when you improve these things up here, please have here this strength, this power to really, oh my God, I did not know this. Oh my God, I did not know that. Oh, and so on and so on. Because those things is gonna comes in. Okay, you put in a lot of resistance, you put in a lot of fear in there. You're gonna go to this psychic mode, and you may go a little bit like I don't know what is going on. Everything here, it's too much mix. Okay, learn how to process the stuff. The new information comes in, the old, it's coming out. Okay, just a lot of purge. There's gonna be some humongous amount of information that's going to be purged out. Trust me on that. All right. So we are keeping on going, and the next day, that's going to be the 7th. The moon is continues going to be through Gemini. She's going to be sextiling Chiron and trining what? Lilith. We're gonna see that the true moon Lilith, she's gonna be to that 29 degrees of Neptune in there, and Pisces is about to the end. We talk about the shadow, right? Because you have to find the conflict beyond the shadow. This is what that purpose was. This is what it was out there. Okay, and now you're gonna be able to like put the points together. You see, it's gonna be taking you a while until you figure out what just hit you. Okay, like in a week ago, what the heck did it hit you? What that is happening there? And you're like, oh my God, for 1 week, how much I did process? I did not know that. For some people, those things gonna be easy. We are talking about these improvements, but for some, there's gonna be some hard thing because they have to catch up, and it's gonna be like, there is no time to catch up. Just go. There is no time to pick up your luggage. Just go. There's gonna be some of the people that's how it is gonna be, and some of the people they're gonna be dragging, and that dragging in there is gonna come out, and it's gonna be hard for some of you. This is also is gonna be the first quarter moon. So we are gonna be squaring the sun, gonna be squaring Saturn. You're gonna be opposing everything that it was in there. It's like you know, when you're finding things in there, and you're gonna be like, how come? What is this? And so on. You know, when you're in a process of the journey, some of the things they're gonna be what? They're gonna be pissed you off. Okay, they will, because the truth when it's spoken in there, it's pissing you off because it's going deep, man. I mean deep. We're not talking about these deep waters of Pisces. We're talking about the things that come and go. But those that come and go is what? The waves in the ocean. Right? It's the same water. You're missing it. You are gonna be hit by another wave. But they're gonna be coming. Like they're coming in their frequency. If you are paying attention to the frequency of the waves, you can find the frequency as the moon moves in the earth. The moon moves in the earth, and you're gonna see these waves, right? And that's the frequency. If you can catch it up, you can sometimes see in it in the bed seats, the frequency, how it makes the markings with the sand. It's very beautiful, actually. All right, talking about the next day is going to be some heck out of it because that moon there is at that Cancer right now. We are talking about these family values and so on. That's going to be a bunch of squares in there. We are talking about squares from Saturn, everything all the way up to Venus. We are talking about squaring Saturn, North Node, Neptune, Mercury, Venus, and the day after all this squaring with the sun and so on, now you're talking about the disaster that it's coming. Don't take that disaster with Mars. This is going to be a test because the next day the moon is going to go with Mars. And now you're going to fuel that warrior to fight, to destroy. If you haven't seen that report, I was talking about Mars in there, who is. Okay. So in the Roman mythology is a little different than the Greek, which is Ares in there. But who you're going to be picked up, it's entirely up to you. Watch the yesterday's report if you missed it. All right. Yeah, there we go. Talking about that the Mars and the moon is going to be there, but they are going to be trining what? Saturn and the sun. This is going to be where the warrior have to be having this power, holding his firing intuitions in there within the family, because the moon is going to be at its highest power. She's at home. She's the queen. How are you going to be handling those energies? Okay, particularly that the moon is going to be operating from what? She's going to be operating from the wounds from Chiron. Okay, so now this beautiful trine, these beautiful water emotions, they're going to come, hopefully using the right energies. Otherwise, this Mars energies in there, they are going to be having an effect on what? They're going to be having effects particularly we're talking about work situations, which that's going to be a Capricorn, or it's going to be a squaring, particularly towards if you have anything at Libra, relationships. Okay, so what does that tell you? Be wise. What are you doing in the family relationships, how you doing it, how you handle it. Okay, it is about the family that we are all in the world here. We're living on a one planet. We have one home. We cannot, really escape it. You think that you can escape out of here without finishing missions and so on, you're gonna come back over and over and over and over again. Okay, you reached out to the 6D and they say, well, you're not done yet. Go back. Oh, you're not done yet. Go back until guess what? You're done, and they say, oh, you can go to the 7th dimension. You will get that point at sometimes, somewhere, maybe not now, maybe in 200,000 years, 2,000 years, 10,000 years, as much as you need it to. Okay. All right. Talking about the next day, this is gonna be at the 10th. The moon is gonna be opposing Pluto, squaring Lilith in there. I mean, the self, particularly we talk about these first degrees of areas. If you have of Leo, I'm sorry, if you have something in there, that's gonna be trigger a lot of things. But with those energies in there coming out from Cancer into building self, from the family building self. Who is building self? The child, the 5th house, raising the kids. Okay, the daycare teacher, the teacher who's teaching the young children. It's important, but it's the same way that is applying to you. How to teach yourself, because right now you're beginning to develop this new personality, and a basic of the new understanding is about how you're going to be developing yourself. And you're going to find out the patterns within you that they're resisting. This is like the little child, 5-year-old, doing some and throwing some tantrums and screaming, and it wants to be everything its own way. Go ahead and scream against the divine energies. See how that's going to be for you. It doesn't work. Hi, Soulful Cherry. Glad to see you here. If you guys have some any questions in there, we are going to be, I'm going to be asking it. This is right now, it is the 10th of March. All right, on the next day, that's going to be the 11th. The moon, it's going to be at the mid of Leo. Powerful moments, okay? Powerful moments with the true Lilith, that it's going to be at Libra. Powerful moments with Jupiter. Great energies with the Neptune and Venus with Mercury in there, and we are having a very powerful moment as that. Okay, because you finally figure out, oh shoot, I cannot fight with the divine, might as well go along with it, because I see things is not gonna work. Okay, so pay attention to that development of self-intuitions in there, because that is going to be beginning to help you to rise into this magical royalty that it's out in there within this dignity. Okay. All right, the next day on the 12th, we're going to have the moon. It's going to be exiting Leo. There's going to be divine energies towards the North Node. We talk about those last degree of Leo. We talk about these first degrees of Virgo. That energy, it's still on. I told you it's going to be staying for a long time. It's telling you something, okay? You can't just doing your ego, I, self for your own purposes in there. You have also another purpose, divine purpose. Your soul to have experience in there. And as soon as you get that through your head, the better it will be. As you know, those energies have been squaring Uranus. Because the people who's resisting, they're going to be kind of like a force to put into in there. Oh, I don't want to hear of God. Okay, you're going out there and someone and somebody start talking about divine energies. You move out of there, it's like you turn off the phone and divine energies or somebody's talking about spirituality, and you're like, what the heck is going on? And then it's like, oh, well, maybe I have to listen. Maybe there is a message in there. Okay. That little Leo stubbornness sometimes is, yeah. You know, guys, what I'm talking about. All right, here is the moon. It's arriving at that 9 degrees divine energies with what? With Venus and Mercury is at 9 degrees. It's gonna be very close to that 10th degree that we're talking about. The heads that two heads that look out and beyond of the shadow. Okay, so we are seeing at this. Consciousness of one force that is gonna come, how to organize it, how to get it there, but that it's coming with this square with Jupiter, and hopefully you have nothing, you know, pretty much at Sag. But if you have something in Sag, particularly on that 16 degrees, you're gonna be feeling it so heavy, because you're gonna feel like, oh my God, I cannot expand. Oh my God, I cannot do this. This is too much. This is just. Give it to the divine. Put the divine love in there, because that's where the Venus is going back. Okay, Venus is going back in there. She's telling you things. She's going at the right things, and you're gonna be seeing it. Your situations. All right, I have to adjust a little bit the hours until we get like till 24, so you guys can. See it. So this is gonna be the energy of the full moon. I want to say, guys, thank you for those who stick around to the end, because this is kind of like the greatest energy in there. Okay, what is it? The 24 degrees represents of Virgo. So here is Mary and her lamb. The need to keep a vibrant and pure simplicity at the core of the one being as the one meets the many tests of existence. Many tests. How many tests does the intuition have to face? She needs to face Saturn. She needs to face the authority. She needs to face the future. She needs to face the visions, the ending, and the new beginning. She needs to face a Venus and a Mercury at some point pretty soon. So you're going to be seeing it, and I'm going to be reading it on that. All right. According after a preceding symbol, they won't tell us through the great spectacular to resolute efforts are needed in order to achieve one's highest goal of destiny. Still, the essential quality as the journey on the path is a pure, spontaneous, fresh, and evolving approach of all encouragement encounters. This, of course, is Jesus entirely to his disciples, and they should be like the little children. Without such a deep, heartful simplicity, the seeker after spiritual experience or initiations is bound to himself, glamorized by his own successes, and to see his ego feeding on the drama of struggle and victory. This is gonna be beyond individual powers and a social eminence. The individual whose innocence is fixed upon the spiritual realization should be genuinely radiate innocence. We're all only innocent here. And that is gonna come as the moon is joining what? South Node. Okay. But you see it, that spiritual energies that it's coming, we're talking about the path. We've been talking about being in the path. We've been talking about these processes within the reports. And now you're seeing it, those energies that's going to be coming towards us, how they're going to be helping us. As long as you what? Open. Okay? Expand. We are going to be seeing it. What is it? The sun is going to be there. And have it in the another screen. I'm going to be reading it to you guys in just a second. There you go. On a small island surrounded by the vast experience of the sea, people are seen living in a close interaction. The need of consciously accept one's own personal limitations in order to concentrate one's energy and live a central and fulfilled life. So it's about you to expand. You can't get there, but it's also you're going to be surrounding with others. But it's about you to be able to do your inner work. So every individual person is a small island in a vast ocean of mankind. The ego fulfills unnecessary functions as it sets boundaries and gives us specific characters to the consciousness. With other words, you're building your belief system. Within those boundaries, a complex interplay, liking it and integrating a various aspects of the personal life can operate constructively. You to go ahead and realize you need to go ahead and build. You need to be more constructive within yourself. In time, the ego boundaries cannot only expand, but can become a zone of intense interchange between the inner and outer, between the individual and the community, between the man and the universe. Now you understand it, what I was talking to you. Hopefully you do. Because these processes that we are going to be going in the next, we're talking about the next 2 weeks, pretty much. There's going to be some interesting moments. Okay. I'm going to be doing the daily reports, but here is about you. All right. We are talking about that this individual has particular dharma, place and function that is going to be doing it that goodness. Okay. When you fix your karma, it becomes the dharma. Okay. Because you work it out, energy that has not been worked out, and you received a little bit reward in there. The Iceland inhabitants get substance from the sea and at time learn to navigate the sea, interact with other Icelanders. The waves in there, and all eventually will come to realize their oneness within the whole earth. I was talking to you guys for a while that energies of Cancer that you need to understand. We have one casa, one house. Okay, so here is that this whole earth there, we have to be looking at this centralizations. But during that conflict, we're going to be entering those conflicts in there. And as you see it in your chart, this full moon, she's going to be in trine with who? With Uranus and Taurus. You're doing the things right. You're going to be surrounded with the people who's going to be around you within these centralizations. You're going to be able to understanding everything from within yourself. This energy of the moon is a trine with Pluto. There is this beautiful kite between Pluto and the ascendant in there. I mean, you are going to be feeling some energies, but that oppositions, they're going to be for what? For a purpose. As you remember it, that without those oppositions, you have to put everything in one. Okay, that doesn't mean that you have to be accepting everyone as a good and so on and so on. No, it's to accept the differences between the people. Is seek the one thing that unified. That is, we all have a different culture. We all have a different processes. We all came in with a little bit of different belief system from past lives and so on and so on. But we all came in to have what? A great experience as souls on earth. Great. Not for this other situations. All right. Okay, guys. So if you have so many questions, you may ask now. If not, let's share the love and the light. And in a little bit, I'm going to be coming back here live on the channel to do the daily report for you guys. Much appreciate you everything, and beloved guys, good luck. Any questions or comments will be appreciated. I will see you later.